If you find yourself with a camera in your hand and want to learn how to use it, please subscribe to this channel, like the videos, comment below. Hey Photos family, today we are coming back and looking at an example of a photograph that I shot in studio of a golf trophy. And today the question we're asking is, what is the location or the direction of light origin? So let's break that down a little bit, I guess. We don't need to make a college course out of this, right? We're shooting and we want to have fun at this, and we want to learn how to recreate or to mimic somebody else's shot style, the look, the feel of it, and add that tool to our kit so that we have that opportunity to be able to give a similar look and feel. Maybe it's more professional than our typical standards of whatever we shoot. Not that what we're shooting has to have the utmost professional look. It needs to be able to achieve the desire of our client, right? So if you want to shoot something that has the same look and feel or different quality feel of what you shoot, and you want to learn how to do that and add that into your improved skill set, then there's some very good methods and reasons to take a look and see if somebody's shooting outdoors in an event, or maybe a Sweet 16 birthday, or engagement photos, or just general portraiture. It doesn't have to specifically be for a date, just as maybe it's a annual photo shoot, 2-year-old or 3-year-old. I mean, I'm horrible about getting annual shoots for my kids. So all this detail is important as to where the light origin is coming from. Let's take a look back at this photograph that we used last video of something that I shot in studio. This actually has 2 lights, and I use studio lighting, so it's not that great of an example for daylight, the ambient light shooting outside. But this might not be exactly the placement of light that you anticipate either. This jug is a silver jug, and it's very reflective. It was well polished when it was brought into the studio, and anybody who handled it, I made sure, especially before I shot it, that they were wearing gloves, and no one actually touched the metal without gloves. I didn't want any smudges, I didn't want any fingerprints, I didn't want anything to take away from the photograph itself, because as you can see, there are quite a lot of coloration changes within just the main body of the jug. So I didn't want anybody's fingerprints to show up, showing any kind of coloration on the silver. I wanted to make sure that anything that was reflected I could control by adding or changing what the reflection was being shown in the jug. The white, what looks like possibly lights around the front of it, is actually reflected white paper. I had a background paper that I wrapped around the jug and left a small place through the paper which I could shoot, and gave the direct view of, as you can see, the base down here and the height of the jug up there. I had to place my camera somewhere down here as close as I could so that there was no visible shoot through. It was a challenge. I really enjoyed it. That's one of the reasons why this was a lot of fun, is when you don't want to be seen in a photograph, reflection of what you're imaging, there's some very real things you need to pay attention to and work out so that you don't get seen. So I hope that helps, and that brings out some additional interest in shooting some of these things. The intrigue there is, if the rest of the things, like the tees, the golf tees and the grass, are not lit, then that causes the appearance, a change in the appearance of the trophy and the grass. You want everything to look like it's intended, and it really is being lit by one common light source. It was a fun challenge to be able to shoot, and in a very real way, I was doing what I'm sharing with you on how to do of mimicking a shot look and feel with imaging the PGA Tour's video style and how that they shoot it up against a bunker. It was a lot of fun going back to getting an understanding of the look and feel, shooting it with the turf that I had the jug shot on. I had to set the turf over some things that would give the appearance or feel of a hill, some kind of obstacle, like what perhaps might be the edge of a sand trap, and giving the look and feel of these are actual real wood golf tees. I just shoved it into the turf and scattered some around, so it kind of gave some appearance of depth and intrigue to the photograph. And if you pay somewhat close attention, you might see some reflection of the golf tees over there, although it's distorted because it's a round base. So the mimicking was difficult because I really didn't have anything but the memory of how the PGA Tour did their intros and outros of the golf trophies as they would go to commercial breaks and come back. Knowing basically how the shots were set up against some sort of rise in turf, against the sunny sky and possible shadows on the ground from trees nearby, and anything else that prop-wise might be added, like I added the golf tees, was really a lot of fun to be able to use and to mimic and to play with and to create a look and feel of, oh yeah, it's time for this championship. That's a great time to be able to go outside and enjoy the weather and feel the sun against your face. Or maybe people have actually been to those locations, and I can make the look and feel so close to the PGA Tour's shots to be able to give that emotional response to those that are enjoying this time and that look and that feel of that photograph. Thank you so much. Join us tomorrow as we talk about other parts of mimicking a shot. And tomorrow we will be specifically looking at what the environment includes. Click that subscribe button down below and turn the notification bell on. Thank you so much. God bless.